Make sure y'all can hear me. Make sure y'all can hear me. Yep. Sound worked perfectly fine. Nice day to start your stepping, you know. Just like the Apostle Gabar said, man, that thing hit me. I'm over here laying down, then watching other things, certain little video clips. Just bear with me. I just gotta do something in the back channel. But I hope everybody is having a great day. Or having a better day than me. So first and foremost, you know, for this walk and talk, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Yahweh being the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. And of course, I want to give double honors, where honor is due, to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who've been ruling well through the Spirit, pushing forth 100% the Most High doctrine to the best of their ability, and the men on down, you know, who've been ruling well through the Spirit, right? Teaching His word and believing in His word, even for a mighty shalom to other elders and other congregations that's teaching His word and believing in His word, four corners of the earth and four corners of America, whoever you may be. Lord willing, we are a part of that number. And Lord willing, the Lord allow us to sing the same song and be on the same accord. And for the sisters, the wives and the single sisters that's playing their role, Lord willing, the Most High continue to put on your heart to believe in His word and to be in order and to be less of a stress or at none, right? To yield in your own position, right? Just Lord willing, the Most High can continue to allow us to endure as a unit. And Lord willing, by His power and His mercy, Lord willing, He have mercy for the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith, right? So, this title that we're going over is called The American Pride, or Pride of America, however it may be. It still hits the same way. You know, the number one thing is, you know, my kids is gotta go to school and then worry about false teaching or holidays they don't celebrate, Juneteenth, or they try to push our kids to promote or support Pride of America. I'm gonna just say that for edification purposes, because you know it's so many emotional feelings. They'll flag your damn channel, right? But I'm just going off what the Lord says, man. And after I heard one of the brothers say, if you ain't speaking on it like Vocab Malone, you want to worry about Hebrew Israelites, but not trying to worry about the abominations in this world that's going on. It's like, man, if you're not speaking about Pride Month, you must be with it. And I think I already did, but that shit made me think I had to go search and see when went Pride Month. They took away the whole June. Now I can see why the Lord made this June cold in Buffalo. It wasn't as hot. And they little American Pride Month ends June 30th. Like literally. Usually it'd be like hot consecutively. No hoodies, no long shirt. Not like a chilly breeze, even though this is good right now. But then that means we only gonna get like 2 baby months of heat. But I'm glad the Lord is doing this. Make it even colder in June for this stupid ass American Pride Month, right? It's crazy how our kids gotta go to school and they get to push our kids to transition into any ranger they want to be, right? This is just a verse that just popped up, right? This is Jeremiah 50:32. It says, "And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his city, and it shall devour all around about him." Right? We can't wait for that day for this place to be covered in fire, brimstone, right? Lord willing, we are saved out of here, right? And if you're not thinking about it, worrying about it, your mind is in a fucking gutter. Excuse my language, but sometimes this word is going, sometimes I'm gonna get a little harsh. Your mind is in a fucking gutter if you want to be proud to be a damn American. If you want to be proud, guess what? You're gonna die like a proud. You're gonna die proud, right? This place has always got you looking over your shoulder. This place always got you when you eat food, you gotta look at the ingredients. This place is a freaking headache. If you don't got a headache in your house, you're gonna have a headache in this world, right? See if we can get another one. Hold on. Trying to do this while I'm walking, so bear with me, man. No, that's not it. Yeah, that's not it. But it's okay. We gonna get it. We gonna get it in regardless. Ain't nothing about to stop this motion. American pride. And then my app wanna act funny. Right? So the first one we're gonna go to is Proverbs, where a lot of us go. Proverbs 16:18. Pride go before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Yo, American pride has to be destroyed. This is why you should take every chance to speak on it. This is when, you know, the whole America, the land of the not free, they promote this bullshit. And it's this article I just found out. Let me see if I still got it. And if I don't got it, I can go right in the chat. I'm about to go right in my chat with my brothers. And I'm going to show you that these they make sure laws and all this other extra stuff is good for the Rangers. So this is an article I brought out the other day at camp. And it says, Human Rights Campaign claims the Sesame Street people are facing greatest threats in history. Declare state of emergency. For the first time in its 4-decade history, America's largest Sesame Street crew, civil rights organization, has declared a national state of emergency for members of the Sesame Street community, the Human Rights Campaign said Saturday. So they're hurrying up to do something for the alphabet community, man. Right? This is how you know this place is built on deception. This place is built on wickedness. This place is built on lust. This place is built on lies. Right? How can we trust them? And these fools say, in God we trust. What God is you talking about? We was being technical. The God of America is pride. Right? That's the pride of America. Their God is pride. right? Their God is deception and lies, right? And even if you're having a good time, you should always want to see the signs. You should always want to read and apply pressures. You know, of course, I talk to brothers around near me, and guess what? Reading don't do nothing. Reading don't pay the bills. Hey, it sound good, but reading don't do nothing. I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to be that no more. It's better to catch on before it's too late, right? You better catch on. Actually, that view behind me look amazing. That look immaculate. That actually looks scary than a mug in the camera, right? You should always talk about the fall of your enemies. That's why when you go in the scriptures, you continue to hear of the fall of Israel's enemies, where they were held captive. There's nothing wrong with talking about, to soft men and women that get too much in their feelings. They might feel, oh, let's not talk about the destruction of America. This is Proverbs 13:10. Only by pride cometh contention, but with the advised is wisdom. Yo, you start talking about American pride in the Ranger crew, it always come with contention. It always come with contention, because nobody want to hear that. People want to think, yo, I just seen a man just say, the Most High can be anything he want. If you want him to be a female, he can. If you want him to be a man, he can. The scriptures don't say that shit, right? Because if that was the case, if he can be woman, man, he can be a damn whatever you want to call it. Why would he say the head of his congregation is men? The Lord is specific in the scriptures. Who do he make kings and rulers? Kings, right? When Israel fell into mischief, deception, lies, adultery, fornication, all in a whole group, the Lord allowed things to happen, like a Jezebel, freaking like Herodis, probably saying her name wrong, but you spell it Herodius, right? It was a lot of wicked women that, gained power, man. What you got? Cleopatra, right? And this is how, when kings get deceptive and they start losing their power. This is James 4:6. It says, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, the Most High resisteth the proud, but giveth grace to the humble, right? The Lord is going to resist you proud-ass mother suckers, man, right? Proud and pride. Yo, this goes to all proud and proudful-ass mother suckers, man. You could be a Ranger crew, or you could just be a simple-ass nigga, man, right? I'm telling you, if you too proud to be like, man, I ain't got to read, man, I'm telling you, keep that same energy. Just like Mayweather said in that fight, man, keep that same energy when your Hawashai come. But watch, niggas gonna get scared shitless, right? American pride, the proud nigga, the proud woman, black, Latino, and native, keep that same energy. Because when the Lord come, watch your whole energy change, right? Niggas want to change at the last minute. Niggas want to change at the last minute. You want to, like when they say fourth quarter clutch? You proud, prideful niggas is going to be fourth quarter clutch. Y'all going to be fourth quarter clutch changing. Y'all going to be just like what it says in Amos. Y'all going to be going to and fro looking for the word, and you ain't going to find it. The joke is on you. He says, but giveth grace unto the humble. You proud and proudful brothers and sisters, yo, y'all got to humble down, right? That proud spirit, that prideful spirit is going to die away with this America spirit. Proverbs 29:23, a man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. Hey, that's what I think of. When Samuel told him, yo, you got to kill all the Amalekites. And this man took a damn king. Next thing you know, they taking animals, right? He had a prideful spirit on him. Instead of owning to his mistake, he just want to keep talking and talking instead of saying, hey, look, yeah, you're right, I'm wrong. Instead of keep talking, hey, no, they wanted the lamb in this. Man, you are a king, right? Then the Lord took that spirit out of him and gave it to David, who was more humble. And imagine you serving the Lord. Look, this is what the Lord is doing. There's a lot of fake pastors out here that think they sincere for the Lord, but the Lord would take your dumb light and give it to somebody that actually gonna walk in truth, and the Lord gonna give it to him, right? We have a chance to actually fix the dumb mindset, right? Man, yo, the elder was right. This walking do feel good. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? So let's get another one. Wow, this is even crazy. It says submit to the elders. Wow. I'm gonna just read this part. It says, likewise, this is 1 Peter 5:5. I'm gonna just read the first sentence. It says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elders. Right? Hey, I don't care how anybody feel. Yes, I'm my own man, but the Lord gave me the wisdom to understand the Lord paved the way with the men before me. So if the Lord still got these men still on the earth, guess what? I'm going to seek wisdom and knowledge from these elders, right? The deeper things or the common sense, right? That's what I'm going to do, right? Because the Lord gave you men that already established the foundation of the ministry, but the Lord just put you in this to increase you in this, right? 1 John chapter 2, verse 16, for all that's in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. Guess what? All of that is going to, anything that's not of the Father is going to die. Anything that's not of the Father is going to die. You damn strippers, slut buckets, you damn sweet tooth bandit brothers, lazy brothers, right? Non-sincere brothers that want to be a Kai, whatever you call his name, worry about doing their YouTube all damn day, right? Lazy nigga, man, right? Anything of this world is going to be destroyed, man, right? A lazy wife, a lazy mother, a prideful mother, a mother that want to usurp authority over her husband, tell him what to do, tell him what he can't do. You know what I'm saying? All those things, man, the Lord is going to put things in order. Look at David's wife, Michal, Michal. She was over here getting upset that he was dancing in front of Israel, but in front of women. And then going to tell him, oh, did the king enjoy yourself? And he going over here and tell her, look, if I go to them women, they gonna honor me. Guess what? The Lord closed that little broad womb, and she didn't have no child of old age. Like in scripture it says, she didn't have a child until her death, right? But the Lord not playing with somebody that want to be prideful, proud or prideful. Let alone when we talking about disorder in the household, right? Look at Aaron's children, right? Burning the wrong incense. The Lord killed them damn kids. You touch the Ark of the Covenant, the Lord killed them. The Israelites that left out of Egypt, he killed them and said, preserve the children, right? The Lord is not praying with you prideful, lazy niggas, man, right? And guess what? This life don't only go to one specific people, one person. This goes to me. This goes to me and anybody that's picking up this Bible, right? Stop being prideful. Stop being lazy. Be more sincere. Be more honest. Let alone you damn American Rangers, you gonna get a rude freaking awakening. Man, the day of the Lord is gonna be it's gonna be a glorious day. Glory is victory, right? This is Proverbs 16:19. It says, better is it to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud, right? It's better to be with the humble, the lowly in spirit, than to divide spoils with the proud. I'm telling you. Right now, through the Spirit, Yahweh Shem Shai is allowing us to get our affairs in order, right? I'm not here to make anybody feel I'm better than y'all, because I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm still in the damn flesh. I still got to teach. I still got to pray. I still got to fast. I still got to break down myself. I'm not better than you, and I'm telling you damn sure you ain't better than me, right? But I can tell you the Lord that we serve, if you're not serving him, you're not trying to better yourself. And I know I'm trying to better myself. And you best believe the people in my household, they better try to better themselves too, right? If they see me doing something that can benefit their health, benefit their mind, they better get on the wagon, because I'm not about to tell somebody once, twice, or a third time. It's over for that. You got to have a spirit to just do, be a doer, right? These prideful niggas, this prideful America, they just do, right? When is we gonna actually get up and actually do, right? Let me get another one. This is Proverbs 16:5. It says, everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to Yahweh Shem Shai. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished, right? So a prideful and a proud heart is abomination to Yahweh Shem Shai, right? Yo, I had to watch this video last night, and I'm like, man, I don't think I need to really do all of that. You know, I'm gonna do, because I'm already healthy. But even if you're already healthy, times is gonna get real. So I had to check myself. You know what? Nope. Hey, I am doing this. I am doing that. Not to talk about everything that I'm doing, but you know, the Lord got me doing intermediate fast every day, let alone trying to get a whole physical fast in, right? And then understanding how he's saying it's good to actually walk. Especially for the women. Y'all women y'all bear children. You know, most women is not active, especially in Israel. And the more you sit down and watch some damn TV, the more you ain't gonna be able to be function. Just imagine Jacob's trouble. Even though the Lord gonna provide for us, what if they trying to come through our house and you got a back door and you gotta run out? You run 5 minutes, you damn near tired. And guess what? It's gonna hit you. And if it don't hit you, it's gonna be somebody around you saying, look, was you walking? Was you exercising? Right? And there's so many people worried about a damn gun, but you tell them, can they run a street block? No, I can just make it past 4 houses, right? You gotta be spiritually prepared, and let alone when you say you love yourself or you love your family, get your health in order, get your mind in order, right? And hey, I have that same pride moment sometimes when I feel like, no, I'm good. No, it's always time for improvement. And this is what it is in America. America will have you swallowed up and drunk in their American pride. And then you become lazy. Then you don't want to do, right? And I see these people at this damn park, this basketball court, Jake laughing, giggling, he having a good time. Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on them, right? But you put that on pause. From what I see, we should be putting that on pause and actually look at what was really important. But that lets you know the Lord don't put that veil or that information in everybody. Everybody's not going to have a desire for him, right? Maybe at the last minute they will. But later in, a lot of these brothers and sisters, if the Lord allow us to be a part of that number, they're gonna recognize what the fight was really for, right? This is let me get this. This is Philippians 2:3. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. right? That vainglory going to that proud and that pridefulness, right? It's always dope when a brother say, man, yo, you on fire, you doing good. But then, of course, the lowliness in your heart, I mean, if you is humble, you'll still always say, I need to do better. A prideful nigga just feel like, man, I don't need to. Some prideful people feel like, man, I read the Bible 15 times. I ain't got to read it again. If you not like Denzel in the movie, The Book of Eli, and you can remember word for word, nigga, shut up and just read again, right? And a lot of our men go through problems with women, this world, because they're not doing enough and they feel like they got it all, right? They download enough in their membrane. You should never think that you did enough, right? As a mother, as a father, when it comes to teaching your kid, leading your kid, you never did enough, right? It's always a continuous teaching, you know what I'm saying? Always a continuous teaching, right? Then you have teenagers and kids that can be around you, and the Lord put a spirit on them, and they might actually, you know, ask you questions. And this is what usually happens when I come over here. If I'm balling or doing my little run in the field, people always, you not from here. And it always leads to questions, right? You gotta let your light shine in the midst of people. Sometimes your light can be health, not like Yaki, whatever the heck his name is, even though he doing a good thing with the herbs, but that man ain't talking enough about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All our talents, all our gifts, all our thoughts come from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. As soon as a man is worried about that bag or trying to talk about what he got and what he did, the Lord will humble you, right? So let's see. This is 1 Peter 5:6. It says, humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time. So you have to humble yourself before the Most High. Right now, he could look down on us. We can't even look up and see him. He could look down on us right now and humble your ass. Right now, you got a chance to humble yourself, right? Humble yourself. Fix you. I know talking to a brother a few weeks ago, right? Maybe it was a month ago. It could have been longer than that. And it was out of respect. He'll go to a room, especially on Clubhouse, and you'll see lesbians, niggas smoke. You can hear brothers smoking weed and hurry up and bring the law to them. Law. And they not trying to hear it. You could tell in their tone. And then I, pulled them aside. We was in another room. I'm like, hey, you want to definitely feed the people the law. But, we in a time of prophecy. And the way to pull Jake into this thing or be intrigued is prophecy, right? Shoot, a lot of Israel like action, death movies, you show them something in prophecies, they're going to be intrigued, right? Start asking more questions, and then you slip the law in there. The man got prideful, but it was really on because he never tapped into prophecies, dark sayings, or parables. And I'm just using this as an example that pride is all around us. You have even elders that hey, you might tell them, hey, yo, elder, can you do another video on this? Nah, brother, we already did a video. We don't want to do another one again. And that's like, say you lose your whole account, and somebody asking you a question, and it's something you did damn near 5 years ago. Every year you bring it out, but now you lost your whole channel, and somebody asks you a question about something you already broke down, but the video is all, and then nah, man, brother, I don't want to do that. This word always has to be spoken continuous, right? And if you don't want to break the whole thing down, you can always make it short and sweet, right? And it's always a form of pride, even if it's in the littlest way or the greatest way. Remember trying to court a sister and tell her, over here, we say the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. She just wanted to go into a dream and said, hey, I seen Yehuda. And when I said Yahushai, he didn't turn around. But as soon as I said Yehuda, he turned around. She's saying that she called this man Yahushai, he didn't turn around. But as soon as she said Yehuda, he turned around. So she said she wasn't going to change. Nope, I'm not going to do that. But a woman's supposed to yield to, if she do get a husband, to yield to his understanding. yield to his ways, how he lived in his household. And that was a form of pride. And we could keep going on, especially when brothers might say, oh, I got all the precepts. Brothers might lean on to me for everything. That's another form of pride. When you think you got it all. And when you look at Solomon, Solomon asked for wisdom. He didn't ask for all the wisdom, but of course the Lord gave him all the wisdom, right? And he wasn't running around saying, I have more wisdom than you. Even when Bathsheba, the one that came all the way from West Africa, from West Africa, South Africa, I believe, to hear his wisdom, he didn't rub it in her face, I have more wisdom than you. All he had to do was just show it. It's just an action. You know, let alone if you got wisdom, the common sense is going to show you just to be humble, right? I might have this precept and that precept, but I still got to touch up on things, right? I still got to go hard. The enemy is always doubling up, trying to get better and better at his devices. How much more us if we're trying to be righteous, right? This is Romans 12:16. It says, be of the same mind one towards another. Mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. Be wise in your own ways, right? So we got to have the same mind towards one another. So guess what? If a brother correcting you, hey, accept the correction, fix it. Hey, if the Lord allow you to see something that's incorrect, go tell that brother, bing, 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 bing. And guess what? If you correct the brother and the brother, it just some happen that you make a mistake and he corrects you, give that same energy. Take the correction and rearrange it, right? And mind not the high things, let alone, there's another scripture in Sirach where it says, mind not the hard things, right? Because some of us jump into the hard things and didn't study into it, let alone words. You know, back then I never really got into the words, but I ain't gonna lie, that was a baby proudness in me. I just felt like all you had to do is study the scriptures and just bring it out. And then the Lord would bring people asking you questions, and then they might not get it, and then it draws you. Let alone the Lord will have brothers around you that study words. And guess what? It makes it soother to know these words, because it's just like vocabulary definitions, right? And I'm gonna use every aspect of pride and proudness because this is what America does to us. You could talk to somebody that's 300 pounds and they could say, man, I'm fat, man. Damn, man, I need to lose this weight. And then you keep looking at them day in and day out, month after month, year after year, and they ain't doing shit, right? You gotta have that same mind and be like, hey, yo, bro, you keep saying you this, you wish you lost weight, you tired, then get the hell up and start moving, right? Prideful people, a lot of us just love to be stuck in our ways. I'm gonna be honest. How the way I think or how I speak or how I move, it's an honest thing that I would be stuck in my ways, right? So yes, I have to work on that, even if it's a little, even if it's not there, right? We have to work on it because America is trying to suck us dry. Brothers be like, why don't you just get on the plane and leave? I don't want to. I want to see this place get destroyed. Let alone if I go somewhere else, I'm going to still get sucked up and dry. Because if all my people is not with me, all my people are not living in peace and harmony, we still are not going to rule shit. We're not going to have our own money, our own government. We're not going to ever have peace until Yahushua come, right? So I'm going to be honest, man. It's better for me to stay where I'm at until the Lord give me to go to flee, right? This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of Yahweh Shem Shai is to hate evil, pride and arrogance in the evil way. The forward mouth do I hate, right? So the Lord hates pride. The Lord hates arrogance. The Lord hates the evil way and a forward mouth. That's a proud mouth, right? So every time work on how you talk as a prideful person, as a proud person. Not like Say if you speak in bold, you cut somebody, or not even saying cut, you trying to correct somebody. It's about how you talk, let alone even fix your contention spirit, right? Because a contention spirit would draw somebody away from even talking to you or dealing with you, right? And I definitely seen this multiple times. Let alone for women, you shouldn't even want to have that trait of being proud or pride because you're a woman, and you being prideful, you can get cut real quick, and not even because cut is not in the scriptures, but you can get a real spiritual spanking real quick, right? Because a woman can do all those things and the Lord can hit you with that Isaiah 3 and 24. Second of all, women, you could be pride and proud for all you want, but the Lord made you the weakest vessel. What can you do with that? No woman can say, I make more money than you. Okay, you got more Monopoly money than me. Clap, clap, bravo. You must play Monopoly very well, you know? Let alone you got to sit on your ass for 7 days straight because you bleeding, right? The Lord humbles women. You got to sit down and be unclean and be away from everybody, right? Let alone you got childbearing, and if you have a son, your husband stays away from you for 66 days. If you have if you have a daughter, it's 66 days, and if you have a son, it's 33 days. 33 days, and your husband is not touching, he not up on you. The Lord be humbling sisters, man. You have one specific role to yield to your husband. If you don't have a husband, work on being a wife so that the Lord can appoint you a husband. Every woman that's an Israelite needs a man of the Lord, a provider spiritually, mentally, and physically. And yes, even in financially, right? A woman is going to need a shield and buckler, just like how the whole nation need Yahweh Shem Yahushai to be their shield and buckler, right? The Lord humbles men. If you're not acting right, the Lord will make your wife try to usurp authority over you. Next thing you know, your wife cussing you out, got going back and forth, right? You can't even get a break, let alone the Lord put a spirit on your wife. Guess what? Or somebody in your house, you ain't gonna be able to do a video. We should all humble ourselves as men and women, right? We all need a good spiritual ass whooping just to get in line, just to be on the court, right? Let me get this one right here. I think it says 2 Chronicles. Where we at? 2 Chronicles 7. This is 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face in truth from their wicked ways, turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land, right? So you have to turn your face from wickedness even for the Lord to hear your prayers. Now, guess what? A lot of us might mess up. You might go hit the blunt again. You might go hit the vape. You might go hit a cigarette. You might go tapping things that you shouldn't be tapping in, right? That's the Lord, the Lord humbling your ass. And he's going to use you as an example, maybe for a day, maybe for a month, maybe for a year, right? Because you ain't doing enough. You must not be playing your role. You must not try to double up in certain things. Like, I might be humble, but I got to double up in being more humble, right? I might be patient, but I have to double up in patience, right? Right? So we got to humble ourselves and we have to pray. Praying is key. It don't matter if you're doing it twice, 3, 4 times, 5, but be sincere when you pray, right? Sometimes we go pray and we're not sincere, let alone turn your face from wickedness. Just like how it's saying Jeremiah 32:33, we turn our face, we turn our back and not the face towards the Most High. It's just like me walking this way and my back is towards that way and my face. And I don't turn my face back to go look at the Lord, right? We have to get back to always turn on the Lord. Even when you sad, even when you're afraid, when you think, oh, this could be a judgment, oh, this, guess what? If that comes to you that it could be a judgment, go talk to the Lord, right? Because the Lord is our safe haven from trouble, even to get happiness, to get comfort, right? He is the best. He is the best to lean on to, right? It's just like this lady walking her dogs. And the dogs, they're following their so-called master. Not saying we are dogs, but I'm using as an example, we have to follow our righteous leader, who's Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? We have to follow him. We might not be exactly like him because we in this dumb flesh. We were never compared to Mashiach Yahushai. But to walk in pride is to walk in pride. It's not it's not as hard as how we make it. You talk about pride, but it's not that hard. Work on yourself, be more submissive and yield to the authority above you, right? I have to work on, like, that's just like you come in this truth, a lot of men, oh, don't learn from men. That's talking about men of the world, or just regular men. The men of the Lord appointed to be teachers, right? You got to be humble enough to be guided in these scriptures for the easy and deep things. Just let alone you damn Sesame Street crew. They got to humble down and just know that that is a sin. I just seen mad videos of pastors saying that they're rangers. And they said, hey, the Lord doesn't have a preference. Guess what? He's going to, no, we were born like this. The Lord didn't create us like this. We were born like this. Then you take away from the power of the Lord, saying the Lord didn't create the rangers. The Lord created all righteous and all wickedness, right? For his own pleasure, right? And it's about us to acknowledge the Lord and his ways. And if you're not saying, why the Lord allowed me to be this? Hey, I don't know these brothers, but it is some brothers that used to be part of the Rangers crew before, all this Ranger blah, 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 blah. And they came and served the Lord. So now, just like that dude in church, I'm not gay anymore. They changed their ways. Their name is anonymous, shoot. I don't know their names, but I definitely remember having this conversation. You know what I'm saying? There's brothers that left that dingleberries behind. And that's all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, letting them turn away from their wickedness. And that's from all of us turning away from anything that can take us, that tries to take us away from the obedience of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is Proverbs 3:7. It says, be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai and depart from evil, right? And being wise in your own eye is that human wisdom, right? We need to actually be wise in what the Lord say. This is why he give us the freedom of his scriptures. He give us book, chapter, verse, right? We'll say life is hard. Yes, it's long suffering. But when you look at it, we have an easy step, because all we have to do is just get our Bibles and start reading. Things start to get revealed. And then if you get stuck, you can go right on YouTube, somewhat Facebook, but go on YouTube and type in whoever is teaching this ministry that the Spirit draw you to. Me, of course, I'm going to write Great Millstone, and for some reason, it's nobody can't point me. This is not a pride. This is me being honest with myself. Anything that I can be doing a lesson on, anything that I have a problem with, anything I'm not seeing, I could just type it and find them bringing it out. And it's not me hurrying up, agreeing with them. I'm pausing that video, going to look for the scripture. As soon as they say it, let me read it first and get my assessment and be like, oh, this is what I think is going into. Then they bring it out and explain it, and I'm actually in line with them, saying the same thing, but they might go a little deeper, and that just adds to my arsenal, right? And then it's sometimes I might not be able to understand it, and then as soon as they say it, it already comes to me. And I can even go to another brother that's in this thing, and he could be teaching it watch his video, and he might say it another way, and it's not clicking. It's not because I'm being stubborn. I'm doing the same thing. I'm gonna pause the video, and it this way, and when he break it down, I'm not seeing it that way. So then it just let me know the Lord is not bringing me towards that way, right? You know, sometimes you gotta yield to somebody that might know more than you, or somebody that the Lord is actually using on a higher level to give this information. That's why the Lord have these men to pave the way. I don't care if you've been in this thing for 2 years and now you think you understand the whole Bible. Hey, that's amazing. But hey, we already brought out the first verse. You know, seek out the elders, right? Even in Sirach it says, hear the discourse, basically conversation or debate. Hear the discourse of the elders, right? Because that's the Lord is dealing with elders, man. He dealing with the elders, and of course he dealing with young men too. But I'm talking about to pave his foundation. The Lord is not dealing with like how we had a king at 7 years old. Shalom, Sister Rose, Shalom. Yahweh Shai Brakatham, man. It's beautiful to see you, man. Definitely beautiful to see you on this, man. Hey, remember what we was talking about last night? Remember what we was talking about? No, late last night on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? And this goes into that. You know, Lord willing, you handle that situation. You definitely gotta understand pride comes in many forms. You know, attitude, anger. I have it sometimes too. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I would be upset back in my past if my wife did something and I would shut down and not talk to her. There's nothing wrong with that, because then it helps you not blabber the tongue, right? But still, when somebody's wrong, regardless if it go over their head or they get emotional, the Lord say don't spare none. And if you don't say nothing, they're gonna go right back to it. So I thank the Lord that he helped me to be able to say something and then be quiet. You know, before I just shut down and not say nothing, but the Lord got me on the mode that I'm gonna say something, then I'm gonna be quiet. It's just like when the children, you know, I know the children is children, right? But it's at the end of it's at those times when things is getting real, and you tell your kid to do one thing and then they do the opposite, and then you learn, hey, I am them children, you know? And them, our kids be having that proud spirit too, a pride spirit too, thinking they all this. But I can humble you real quick because I know all of y'all, you know? And then the Lord be taking that desire from your children. Your kids is worrying about play. And yes, they're children, but you'll have other kids around you that's always thinking about the Lord, you know? I know kids right now that's in this truth that's actually reading, you know, asking their dad real questions, and they doing this daily, or they watching, oh man, yo, did you see how he made the firmament? You know, a lot of kids nowadays, they're just hyped on the excitement, you know? That same excitement, they don't have a thrill for this. And you know what it is? It all points to the parents, right? Because we spoil our kids with laziness. We spoil our kids with fun. We spoil our kids with doing whatever. Guess what? You know another thing? We buy our kids in this generation cell phones, tablets, and they get on those things and they see what kids or teenagers is doing, how they moving, and then watching bullshit through the spirit. Those things touch them. Them things touch them, and they start bringing that into the household, talking back with a smart damn tongue. You will whoop your kid ass, and then they get up. Yeah, that ain't even hurt. You didn't even do anything. What? You know what I'm saying? And you know, our kids now, they're drunk off of this American way, man. You know, you can have a grown ass child. I don't care if they 12, 13, 14, 8, 9, 10. Our kids now, they ready to talk back to their mother and father. You know what I'm saying? And even though they do that, you got to evaluate your own self. Where they get that spirit from? They could probably get it from the dad or from the mom. But even if that dad or that mom not around, what is you doing in front of them? Let alone, say if a woman, say if that proudness come from the father and the father not around, and you're always around, look at yourself. Is you lazy? You say a new man come and he tell you this how I want my house to be moving, and then you sneak behind his back and you doing something you shouldn't do. A woman shouldn't worry about what a man doing. Hey, that man better be worrying if he doing anything righteous. I mean, doing anything unrighteous, right? Laying with another man, laying with another man's wife, touching drugs, doing things that's not acceptable in the eyes of the Lord, right? But other than that, when you really look at the nation of Israel, most men are in order, right? The number one thing men fail with is the lust. Like the lust of a nut. Like say a man he could be looking at a woman and then talk to her and find out she got a husband and still try to weave her in. Man, I treat you better than him. We'll try to go even hard just for that piece of booty, and there's other single women. Now, some women might look at because a man want this woman and that woman. That's not lust. Lust can mean desire, and you have another word for lust when you can lust unrighteously, lusting for another man's wife, right? Or you can lust and look at a woman and be like, ooh, I bet if I bend her over and do these things. But most men, if we talk about Israel, men are more in order than women. If you put 10 women in front of, the teachers and put 10 men, I bet you 1 out of 10, I believe 8 men would join and probably only 3 to 4 women will join, right? Because women are hard-headed, right? And hey, the Lord made women a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And this is why brothers is critical on both sexes. Real men supposed to be out here teaching. Like right now, you should see mad people trying to give out the edification, but the Lord didn't put that spirit on a lot of men. He chose a peculiar, special man to teach this word. Beautiful. And the Lord chose a special woman to actually be real wise in his ministry. And be thankful that you have a woman that wants to be a mother, be a servant, be a helpmeet, right? I am thankful, right? Regardless of any mistake, I wouldn't trade what I have for something new. Now, if I had something new, I'm gonna keep what I have, because like when you playing spades, you can't say, hey, can we change our cards? No, I didn't come in this to quit on the ones that I have, right? And this goes with working. America makes you want to give up. The pride in us, man. I can't take this shit no more. Brothers be so prideful, they can't even endure. Brothers so prideful, man, I'm by myself. I ain't got nobody. What I'm supposed to do? I ain't got no mom, no brother. I'm doing all by my nigga. So if the Lord is not appointing a woman in your life or brothers around you, the Lord is trying to humble your ass. And there's brothers and sisters that I know that be coming to me with these same situations. They by themselves, they don't got help. The Lord did that. Why the Lord doing this, man? I'm doing this work. I'm doing this, man. Dude, no. You could be doing the work, but as you said, look, I'm not around everybody. You could have somebody telling you a sweet story like a honey bun. And if you was really to observe what they doing, these niggas ain't doing nothing. Right? If you got a prideful spirit, own to it. Right? Like I said, this is a walk and talk. Lord willing, I ain't trying to like fully go mad scriptures, but hey, if the spirit draws me to, it's coming out, like this verse right here. Proverbs 3:5. It says, trust in Yahweh Shem Shai with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. Right? And it's even beautiful, because I use this as an example for sisters, brothers. You'll have a brother hit me up and be like, yo, bro, well, what does this mean? Right? Or my wife will ask me, what does this mean? And allow me to explain it. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You had moments where I could be teaching, giving somebody edification on scripture in Genesis or over here, and you'll have my lady looking like, how they don't get it? And she'll just come up and show that she get it by showing, guess what? That right there is just, man, teamwork make the dream work, man. A lot of people don't want to be taught the right way. Some people want to teach a feel good. I heard a brother got mad when I had told him, I said, yo, bro, stop bringing law, bro. You say law, law, law. Look, all these people keep leaving, right? We're going to work in the law, right? Number one thing, people, we put more faith in the law. Yes, the law is your schoolmaster. But we got to get back to putting faith in Hamashiach Yahushai. Hamashiach Yahushai is going to get us away from pride. I know brothers that's doing the law swiftly, smoothly. But them niggas still got pride, right? They must not really fully, but if you got pride in you or proudness in you, you fully do not believe in Hamashiach Yahushai. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If you have pride or proudness in your heart, you fully don't believe in Hamashiach Yahushai, right? Hey, that might hit some brothers. Oh, brother, I really do believe in him. I really do. Okay. When a brother corrects you last week, why you got a little hostile, right? We got to have correction because look, Yahushua came to correct the nation of Israel and get them in line. So when you bring out these scriptures, you got to accept the correction. Just yield, shut up, and accept it. Now, sometimes in the spirit might not have you accept what this teacher is actually saying. But when I'm talking about somebody that don't want to accept it, you'll have somebody trying to overtalk you. They come with a contentious ass spirit, right? I don't know. A lot of brothers, they come with a phony spirit of Hamashiach Yahushai. Now, me personally, most of the time I'm always trying to dwell around brothers that had a spirit of Yahushai, which is prophecies. I have, especially my brother Asher, Jeremiah, Sam. I'm just only talking about the brothers I'm around. I'm not saying they better than anybody, but I love these brothers and even Bashar because they always dabble in prophecies, right? And me always thinking about Yahushai. I remember my brother Key, he always said, man, brothers don't speak about Yahushai enough. In a lot of congregations, brothers is always talking law, law, law. Even us brothers, back in the past, we kept saying law, 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 law. And the more you analyze it, Yahushua is the chief cornerstone because all the prophets, all the apostles spoke of him. So we got to have that spirit of Yahushua, right? Teaching his word in truth and in spirit, right? The prophecies is what's going to alert Israel back into the fold, right? Second Corinthians 10:5. It says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringeth into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. And that's what we have to do. Cast all imaginations, cast all pride. You want to know, what the chief cornerstone means? Okay, I can give you. Good question. Chief cornerstone is describing Hamashiach Yahushai of our faith, right? The chief cornerstone is the finisher of our faith, right? He is, he is the cornerstone that's going to actually tear down all these kingdoms, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually give you a scripture and then we can get the definition, right? So I'm going to go to the blue letter, Ephesians 2:20. Like I said, that was a good question, sis. Good question. Ephesians 2:20. This is what it reads. It says, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Yahushua Hamashiach himself being the chief cornerstone. So what we're going to do is, right? Yep. Look at you. See, thank you for putting the scriptures on the board, right? So I'm going to play this translation.
Strong's G 204. Akragoniaios. Akragoniaios.
Archegonianas. Placed at the extreme corner, the corner foundation stone, right? He is the corner foundation. It says belonging to the extreme corner, which is really Israel, right? Let alone we gonna get other precepts for this, right? We're gonna get other precepts for this. See, you're trying to play with me. That's not it. This is Isaiah 28:16. It says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh Shemashai power, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste. So if you believe in Hamashiach Yahushai, who is the foundation stone, like right now, I'm walking on concrete now. This is the foundation of all of this, of this park, of this platform, right? Solid foundation. You have a house. You go in the basement. The solid foundation in order to build your house on, right? And that's why all the apostles and the prophets built on the foundation of Yahweh. That's why Ephesians 20:7 says, built upon the apostles and the prophets, and Yahweh is the chief cornerstone. So if we was looking at it in the level that it is, Yahweh would be the bottom base level, and the apostles and the prophets is what's built it upon it, right? The three little lammies, one built it a house of hay and straw, and then one built it in concrete. But when you look, how did they build it? They built it on the foundation, which was the ground, right? We'll even try to go to another one. Isaiah 28:16. Yes. See if we can get another one. Wait. This is Psalms 118, verse 22. It says, the stone which the builders refuse is become the headstone of the corner, right? And the builders would be the Pharisees and Sadducees, let alone the men that are here now, men that might call themselves prophets or teachers of this word, right? Those are the ones that really don't believe in Hamashiach Yahushai. Say it again. The stone which the builders refuse is become the headstone of the corner. You know, that's just like, you working and they telling you to get that stone over there. You're like, nah, I don't want to get it. Nah, I don't want to get it, right? And you refuse. It's just like us refusing to believe in Hamashiach Yahushai. It's just like us refusing when Yahushai pick up your cross daily, deny yourself and follow me, right? Let me get another one. This is Matthew 21, verse 42. It says, Yahushua saith unto them, did ye never read in the scriptures, which is Psalms 118, verse 22, the stone which the builders rejected, the same has become the head of the corner. This is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. So the Lord put a spirit on the men to not accept the cornerstone, right? And that's just like a lot of our brothers now that's probably in this world, and they don't care about the knowledge of the Most High. No, it was Matthew 21 and 42. Matthew 21 and 42. Right? So it's men that could be in this ministry and they don't believe. Now, if you don't believe in Yahushua, you're not in the ministry. Take that back. Correction. If you don't believe in Yahushua, you are not in the ministry. Let alone is OT only. Matthew 21:42 says, if you don't believe in Yahushua, if you OT only, you are not in the ministry. I'm sorry to tell. I'm not even sorry to tell you. I don't give a damn. If you do not believe in Yahushua, you are not in the ministry. You are not in the truth. You just a regular, you just some guy. Just some guy that knows the Old Testament, right? Actually, you're a guy that don't know the Old Testament, because if you know the Old Testament, you will believe in Yahushua, because like it says, the prophets, the apostles and the prophets, they all spoke of him. Let's see. Acts 4:11. This is the stone which was set at naught of the builders, which is become the head cornerstone, right? And our main job in this thing is to build for Yahushua, because he's coming like a thief in the night. So our main job is to build, right? You should build in your house, build on the outside, right? And you should be feeding, right? Because that's your main occupation, right? In the spirit. But you know, some people don't get it. But the Lord put a veil, he put a spiritual mask on you not to get it. You know, can't even care. A lot of us get upset. Because, oh man, they don't want to listen. He don't want to listen. She don't want to listen. Nobody cares. The Lord put a veil over them, right? Look, I'm saying this one more time. I'm only praying for the elect. Lord willing, I'm on that number. So if I'm not on that number, I'm still praying for the one third and 144,000. How the hell I'm gonna pray for 2/3 and they gonna get killed? This is being honest. How can I pray for 2/3 and they gonna get killed? That don't make no sense. I'm praying for the elect that's gonna get saved on this side, man. Right? The true believers, the true builders. A wife that's playing her role for her husband, she's a builder. She got to look at her husband like he Hamashiach Yahushai, because he is the head of her. You are building when you make sure when he come home is at peace. It's like if I go home, I'm not about to hear no nicky nacky. Now, kids, we're not talking about that. We talking about, yo, oh man, where the heck you didn't tell me where you? I ain't got to tell nobody where I'm going. Now, unless an attitude happen, and it could be a spirit, something that could be anger. Now that's different. Your woman's supposed to be there to soothe you, calm you down, you know. But I'm on a mission. So if I wake up, I'm in a good mood, and I just dip out, I don't have to say nothing because I'm a man, right? But it shouldn't come to a woman bickering, right? She's a builder in the house. While I'm going, you got a whole mission. I'm a whole man. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, man. Worry about that house. Worry about them kids. Worry about that food or something. She said some people say they were born with a veil over their face. So that, wait, hold on. So that not a good thing, or is that a different one? No, I mean, you can be born with a veil over you. You gotta guess what? When we came in this joint, we didn't know Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We didn't know this truth. So yes, we had a veil over us. And the Lord took it off of us, because through the Spirit, the Lord had you searching for truth, right? The Lord had you searching for perfection, right? Either you was looking for Illuminati, or you was just like, man, this can't be real. Man, they not teaching this and this. You know, everybody getting this truth a different way. Like me, I was always a Illuminati Mason guy. I was always looking at them, showing that, look, man, this shit not real. That's not real. Before I really got into truth, that's why I stopped watching sports. When I start seeing these elites and the owners of these joints, they was doing it just for money. And they made every sport, they made it a gambling thing. And it's already predicted. Guess what, yo, I'm gonna give y'all a paycheck, but y'all gonna lose. Even though they probably could be one of the best teams. The Lord is the one that orchestrates all of this, because he wants you to be separate from the Lord. But people that don't desire the Lord, they're gonna have a veil over them. You know, I have brothers, and I'm not gonna say their name outside this truth, and they will believe it. They'll stop being pork. They'll know about idolatry, and then next thing you know, the Lord got you far away from them. Guess what they do? They start wearing crosses again. They start doing their bullshit. Guess what? It's because there's still a veil over them. But when the Lord see that you're submissive, if he wants you to really understand his truth, he'll take the veil off of you. A lot of us don't need to, like, you can't take it off of you. You need the chief cornerstone to take it off of you. Because first it comes from you believing in him. When you believe in him, When you believe in him, Yahweh Shema Shai will take that veil off of you. So that was a good question, man. A good statement and a good question. See, the sister on fire. This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. It says, to whom come as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of the Most High and precious. Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house. And we built this spiritual house upon the foundation of Hamashiach Yahushai. You can't build a house without the foundation of Hamashiach Yahushai. It says, in holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Hamashiach Yahushai, wherefore also it is contained in the scriptures. Behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, right? Yahushai is the elect. He is the elect right hand of the Most High. He got specifically chosen out of all creation to be the right hand. It says, unto you, therefore, which believe he is precious, but unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner, and a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. The main point I wanted, I believe, is in verse 7, where it says, the stone which the builders disallowed, right? And that goes back into your history, let alone even if you look in the book of Maccabees, when these brothers became coons, they didn't want to move by faith, so they yielded to Antiochus' decree, let alone in the Gospels, a lot of us yielded to the surrounding leaders' decree, right? Look at John. John the Baptist got beheaded because he's telling Herod, yo, you laying with your brother's wife. You can't do that. That's adultery. And off of that, he got beheaded, right? It's a lot of the men of the Lord, let alone these nations outside of Israel, that disallowed the name of Hamashiach Yahushai to be told. And right now, America, through the Spirit, eventually is going to disallow the practice of teaching, right? So let's see what she said. She said, I hope you don't mind me scribing. I want to come back and get these scriptures after you're done teaching. No, you good. That's beautiful. For anybody that, get on, they can see the scriptures right there. That's good. And it helps for the movement of YouTube. So I appreciate it, man. I've been waiting for somebody to do that. I can't do it. It's hard for me to do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you ain't writing, you ain't bringing out scriptures, you know what I'm saying? So anybody could say, oh, that's just the bringing out scriptures, even though, women should be quiet when the word coming out, but, you just writing those down for yourself. Hey, even if you done, hey, if you feel, you know what, I don't want to, disrespect any man, and you delete them after, hey, you do that. You know what I'm saying? But this really is not, this live is really just a walk and talk. Just a walk and talk. So to me, I'm not, it's just a walk and talk, right? So in order to get let go of your pride, your laziness, your boasting, we have to believe in the chief cornerstone, right? The chief cornerstone. That's why everything should revolve around Hamashiach Yahushua. I'm gonna be totally honest. Everything you do should revolve around Hamashiach Yahushua. Everything that you do, right? Especially men, if you have a wife, the same way how the church is built, how we sincere and we bold. Hey, be honest with your wife, right? Half the things you don't have to tell your wife a damn thing, right? Most of the time, if if we do that, we just out of kindness, we just stupid. But the Lord don't tell you to do that, because you're a man, And sometimes when you ask your wife, can you do this? Hey, I want to build with this sister. It's like you asking her for permission. Yo, I'm sorry, no woman on this earth is over one man. I don't care if he wicked or righteous. I don't care how she feel or how emotional. She can be 12, 13 months pregnant. It don't. A man can still be a man, right? Regardless in captivity and out captivity, right? But real women in this truth is gonna get it. They're not gonna pull a man out his box. And men, love your wife like you love yourself, right? And what I mean while I'm going into that, if you honest with yourself, be honest with your wife, right? Uh, you know, like honest as in like how what she mean to you, um, like say if I'm saying something about my wife or something she doing, and I say it to a brother or to a sister behind her back, the Lord will make her continue to be in that spirit or whatever the heck is her problem. And guess what? The Lord will make her not want to change. And that, guess what? That falls on the man, right? The Lord will, man, the Lord will humble men too, right? And even women. You think you're doing sneaky stuff behind your husband back? The Lord will have your husband being able to have a discerning spirit, right? The Lord will have your husband have a discerning spirit. I'm about to be walking back anyways. I had to take a break. I think I did. I think I walked around there like around 8 times. This is a big circle over there. Woo! That was a good walk. Positive Gabar was right. You know what I'm saying? So, the Lord willing, that was edifying, sis. You know, sis came through the clutch, right? This is Psalms 58:12. It says, the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them even be taken in their pride, and for cursing and lying which they speak. So how your mouth is, right? Because prideful people, how can you tell somebody pride? How they talk, man. Let alone how they talk and how they answer. Like when you tell them, like correct them, they get proud, man. Especially if somebody don't want to take correction. Oh yeah, you got a prideful spirit, brother. You know what I'm saying? Even a man with a contentious spirit all the damn time. Right? Let's see if we can go to another one. This Leviticus 26:19, it says, I will break the pride of your power, and I will make your heaven as iron and your earth as brass. The main point is I will break your pride. I will break the pride of your power. The Lord is going to humble. Yo, I'm telling you, the Lord is really going to be humbling a lot of brothers. Let the Lord bring you around brothers that's real sincere about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You will get broken down. Some brothers or some sisters might want brothers to be more gentle. Hey man, hey, I appreciate that you allow me to to be somebody that you can listen to. It's really it's really the Lord, you know. The Lord will bring you around sincere brothers, sincere. I might not have a debating spirit. I'm all about edification, knowledge, learning, encouragement, prophecies. That you could always deal with Christians all day, but we're not in the mind of Christians right now. We in the truth. So most of the time when you teaching for people that believe, and you teaching for ones that want to learn, right? Not somebody that's contentious, not somebody that's scoffing, right? That's gonna come. Scoffers are gonna rise in the later end. That's plain. But the main point we out here is for the true believers. We out here for the elect. We not half of the people we go back and forth with are not true believers. So technically through the spirit, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of us waste our time on people that truly don't believe. Um This is Psalms 10 and 2. It says, the wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Right? Guess what? A lot of people that got that pride, man, you're going to be taken in your own imagination. You know, pride might be the death of you. Being proud might be the death of you. You know, when you get on the roller coaster, you latch on. You better latch on before that roller coaster take off, right? And like in the spirit, you got these young, young kings. They playing ball. They got to do this work. You know, they working hard to get that bucket. The same effort. Not saying them because they can't hear me. But if you're really serious about the Lord, you got to go as hard as trying to get a bucket or get a touchdown, get a soccer goal, get a home run, get a knockout. If you could do all that and go higher and you can't go higher for the Lord, you got to really observe, what does that make you? What does that make you? And look, I see brothers working hard to get into the hole, get that layup, to get that shot. How much harder is you going to try to get that reward, the kingdom? Psalms 10 and 4. It says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts, right? Prideful people are not going to seek God, man. And if you think going back and forth, somebody asking you questions, but they have a contentious spirit, you really think they're really seeking out God? They're not, man. They're not. I'm going to read that again. It says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. And that's what we all gotta do better at. Putting God in our thoughts, thinking. Let alone look at his creations. Look how high the birds fly. Look at the clouds. Look at the wind. Nobody knows where the wind come from. Right? Think about how the Lord is going to destroy your enemies. You gotta put in your mind how the Lord say that your kingdom is going to be forever. Can you imagine forever? I can't even imagine forever. What they said in Outcast, forever, ever. I can't even imagine that. How can you imagine forever, ever? I cannot imagine that. I can get it on and on and on and on and on and on. But you can't imagine it until you in it. We talking about an endless kingdom, no headaches, no stress, no arguing with your wife, not your wife nip-napping or being naggy, right? Not being selfish, no jealousy in Israel by men or women. Nobody trying to usurp authority over elders or take somebody's position, no craftiness. All love, all genuine, honest, respect. All of us is going to enjoy our role. The 1/3 is going to be happy. The remnant of the men, the women, the children, they going to be as happy as the 144,000. Look at the government. Like, even though, some people wish they could be president and all of this, but everybody has a role. I'm a Senate. You still have a seat of power. It's going to be a beautiful day, man. Let alone to see our women in order. Let alone to see the men in order. That sounds amazing just talking about it. Sounds beautiful. This is Psalms 36 and 11. Let not the foot of pride come against me. Let not the hand of the wicked remove me. Ooh. Let not the foot of pride come against me. This damn Ranger crew, Alphabet 123 Sesame Street. Guess what? You could talk about them and they freaking flag your damn page, man. But guess what? They ain't gonna stop a damn thing. If they stopping anybody from speaking truth, it's because our enemy is afraid of truth. Truth is gonna be the stability of the time, man. Wisdom is gonna be the stability of the time because wisdom is truth. not human wisdom. All wisdom we need is from above. And guess what? That pride spirit, that Ranger Sesame spirit, do not come from above. It's on earth. Let me get that in Colossians. This is Colossians 3, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, if ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. Set your affections on things above and not on things on the earth. The things on the earth is pride. The things on the earth is murder. You know, the hate of your brother. Right? Now, I don't hate my brother just because they doctrine might be off or they OT only. I definitely hate Esau. I hate the pride. I hate evil. Right? Hey, I hate my wife and my children. But in that hate, I just mean I love my household less than the Lord. But you can't hate your brother, let alone you can't hate your sister like with the real hate. The same hate you have for Esau, right? Because anybody that hates his brother is called a murderer. You know, teach your kids to learn that word of hate. It's either when you say hate, that means you just love me less. But just know this, you know, we can't love a fellow Israelite because hating your brother or your sister is a form of being a murderer. That's crazy. The Lord got a precept for everything. This is going on towards Moab, man, because Moab definitely prideful, man. Them motherfucking, man. This is Isaiah 16:6. It says, we have heard of the pride of Moab. He is very proud, even of his haughtiness, and his pride, and his wrath. But his lies shall not be so. They even think it's healthy eating that damn food with hot stuff. It kills the parasites or whatever the freak that they say. But you can't tell Moab, man, you eating abominals, you eating a bat and a rat. They prideful. You tell them about kitty, dog, they prideful. Man, all pride, every aspect in this world is going to get dealt with. Right? So if you have a prideful spirit, a proudful spirit, work on that. Don't wait tomorrow. Work on that shit today. Work on it right now. You know, like they said, I need my money. I need it now. Guess what? If you really want the Lord really want his elect, work on that shit now, man. Work on it now, bro. Before those the travail of a woman's like her birth, just like how everything is gonna ravel in this dumb America. Work on your pride, work on your proudness, man. Work on it now. Right? You already been warned, man. And that goes for me too. I gotta work on me. I gotta work on it too if I have pride or proudness in me. Even Jeremiah, he even talked about the pride of Moab. It's like all scriptures is all scriptures. I mean, all the prophets and the apostles. They all land me off of each other, man. Look, this is towards Esau. This is Obadiah 1:3. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Hey, it's going to be Malachi 1:4 again. He shall build, and I will tear down. Esau need to get tore down. His pride got so high like the Twin Towers. The Twin Towers fell, Esau going to fall. Humashaki, or whatever that place where Esau, they dropped that damn bomb. Guess what? They gonna get it the same way. America is gonna be destroyed. The same place I'm sitting, wherever you sitting at, wherever you watching this at, that place is gonna be destroyed, man. Lord willing, if the Lord allow me, man, I could do this lesson either today or tomorrow on nukes, right? Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. I don't want to give y'all no sneak peek, you know what I'm saying? But Lord willing, through the Spirit, the Lord allowed to come out, man. Just like pride is gonna get destroyed, America is a proud country. See, I can't even go to my TikTok. I was gonna show you this black man. Let me see if I can get it. This black man, this right here. Let me see if they'll let me on there. No, I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy it. Oh, I forgot what it is. It's in my phone that I'm live on. See, it's not even letting me get it. Yeah, I can't even get it, y'all. Dang, it was this black guy saying America is not a racist country. This is a free country. Blacks came here freely, and Indians came here freely, and all this other stuff. But we came here to try and flee from another captivity. And it was just the Spirit of the Lord, because it's in Scripture. 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, verse 40 down. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you can never stop Daughter of Babylon. Daughter of Babylon is a place of pride, and it's going to be destroyed. Ooh, it's going to get destroyed. It's going to get just like how Miami Heat just got destroyed in the finals. Through the highlights I watched it. I didn't watch the game, but how Miami got swept through, that's how America's going to get swept through. America is going to get swept the fuck through. Excuse my language for anybody watching this. America is going to get swept through. A beautiful sight to see, man. Call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai. Right, but let me see. Do I got any more precepts? This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 20. It says here, he said that which cometh out of the man that defileth the man, for from within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murderers, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lavishness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile the man. Right? Pride defiles your temple, man. And if you don't deal with that pride in your temple, you will be consumed. And guess what? Esau is the most profane, so he's not going to work on his pride. So let me get that precept. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Right? Esau is the most profane person in the earth. So to talk about stop being prideful, hey, that would never happen. Let alone pride is in the nation of Israel. And I'm just saying, I'm being honest, we have to did that and kill that while we can. So Lord willing, hold on. Lord willing, through the Spirit, this was edifying, this walk and talk. Lord willing was edifying to whoever may hear it. You know, definitely add in your prayer that your enemies don't triumph over you, sin don't triumph over you, and your flesh don't triumph over you. You know, pray that the Lord save you out of this place. Even ask the Lord to save you out of being pride or proudful. And if I can do it, you can do it. If you can do it, I damn sure can do it. I wish the best for y'all. I love you to the kingdom and never back. Call Halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Yahweh being the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai to the world, and he calls Jesus the Christ. Kradah, Rakah is spirit, and Quadash is holy. Till next time, Shalom. Wait, hold on. The sister said, oh, he must be an immigrant. Sometimes when I open rooms and scoffers come in during the teaching, I leave and check back later. I just don't learn like that. Con. Yeah, that's a fact. No, I don't think nobody learns from that. And then I ain't gonna lie, this truth become a laughing stock. That's how I feel. I feel the truth become a laughing stock when brothers is constantly just getting on there for entertainment or just for contention or just to say they debated somebody, and at the end of the day, guess what? After that debate, nobody left with no edification. They just seen a show. This is all it was. This ministry is not supposed to be a show, a mockery. Not saying everybody making it a mockery. Really, when the word come out and after it's done, it's supposed to be edification. Somebody learned from it. Somebody gained from it. Either side. But if it's not edification, it's like it destroys the purpose, right? So other than that, man, thank you for everybody else that was joining. Lord willing, this was edifying. Lord willing, I can continue to keep bringing out edification if it is through the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. I am not better than you, and you damn sure not better than me. But I can tell you the Most High that I serve, I know he is better than all of us. And if the more you seek him, he will make you better than yourself. I love you to the kingdom and never back. If I can do it, you can do it. If you can do it, I damn sure can do it. Shalom. To the next video. Godspeed.